If you're planning on going for a vacation or just love daydreaming about exotic destinations, then you're in for a treat. We've scoured the planet to bring you some of the most beautiful islands in the world. Grab your passport because those lush jungles, towering cliffs, and pristine beaches will have you hooked. These islands are going to make you fall in love with our planet Earth all over again, I can promise you that. Number 10. Fiji. Want to visit a group of islands largely untouched by humans with plenty to do? Look no further than Fiji, an island country birthed by a bunch of volcanic activity. It's right in the south of the Pacific Ocean, and tourists just can't get enough of this place. You've got beautiful coral reefs, white sand beaches, palm trees, and tidal ponds. What more could you ask for? Oh, you want perfect weather too? Fiji's got you covered. Doesn't matter what time of the year, you can pay a visit to this place and it's gonna be just the right temperature. No need to worry about any aircon bill there. People from all over the world flock to Fiji just to get a taste of this archipelago. It's got 332 islands, and a third of them aren't even occupied. If you're all about nature in its purest form, Fiji is the place to be. There's plenty to do here. Take some long walks on the beach, explore the uninhabited islands, or take a closer look at the coral reefs by scuba diving. It's the ideal getaway from the hustle of city life. Number 9. The Isle of Skye. Ever wanted to visit an island in the clouds? The Isle of Skye is an island right off the coast of Scotland with a history and atmosphere like no other. The name comes from an Old Norse word which means cloud island, and as the name suggests, when the mist rolls up on this island, you're gonna feel like you're way up high in the sky. Imagine the fog swirling around you, creating the most peaceful and chill vibe you've ever experienced. All you can hear are the ocean waves and the dripping of water droplets. Basically, it's therapeutic. And when the mist goes away, you're treated to an island full of rolling hills, sheep, hiking trails, and a ton of castles. So if you're a fan of medieval architecture, you wouldn't want to miss out on this. But that's not everything Skye Island has to offer. You can't forget the top-class whiskey distilleries, cozy pubs, and art galleries. With such a comfy vibe at your fingertips, who wouldn't want to pay Cloud Island a visit? Number 8. Aruba. I know we've all heard the song. The Beach Boys had a good reason for singing about Aruba. You can never go wrong picking Aruba for your next vacation. The place is practically built for tourism, so expect some welcoming and cozy accommodation. This Caribbean paradise is just off the coast of Venezuela. With sandy white beaches and perfect weather, no wonder it's a popular spot for tourists everywhere. And it's not just the beaches. You've got the desert-like landscapes, vibrant art, steep cliffs, and some neat Caribbean and Dutch architecture to look at. Below the waters of Aruba, you've got all sorts of fauna and flora. But there's some man-made beauty down there too, with the shipwrecks of World War II boats. There's the German SS Antilla, the Pedernales tanker, and even the mysterious boat known as the Jane C. Nobody knows how it sank, but maybe if you took a scuba dive, you could uncover that mystery for yourself. Aruba's convenient too. It has the lowest crime rate in the Caribbean, and you don't need to worry about those nasty storms because it's outside the hurricane belt. But if that wasn't enough, you can pay in US dollars too. So don't worry about fumbling different kinds of paper in Aruba. Number 7. Seychelles. Let's put our sights towards the Indian Ocean with Seychelles. This sovereign state is not just one single island, but roughly 115 islands spread all over the place. Seychelles is decked out in the flora and fauna department with over 2,000 different species of plants and 1,000 different kinds of fish. You've also got 12 species of birds that you're never going to see anywhere else in the world. Yup, birds like the Seychelles black parrot and bulbul are unique to this region. So if you're a big fan of bird watching, you're gonna have a great time checking them out here. You've got the island of Mahé, which is the biggest island of Seychelles, and it's a home to the picturesque capital city and luxurious resorts. From there, you can pay a visit to the islands of Praslin or La Digue. But if you're looking for a real adventure, try to hitch a boat ride to some of the smaller and less populated islands. The serenity is going to take your breath away. Number 6. Galapagos Islands. If you thought Seychelles had some rare creatures, wait till you see the critters in the Galapagos Islands. Located in the Pacific Ocean and 621 miles off the coast of Ecuador, the Galapagos is home to some of the rarest species in the world. I'm talking about the huge Galapagos turtles, sea lions, peddles, iguanas, and even penguins. All one-of-a-kind species that you won't find anywhere else. That's why Charles Darwin was so crazy about this place. This was the prime spot for him to discover and explain his theory of evolution. And if he ever needed a break, he could just sit on top of one of the cliffs and admire the view. Talking about cliffs, there's plenty of them here. You'll be sure to get your hiking kicks in at the Galapagos Islands, or just chill at the beach. Not only that, but it's also got the second largest crater on Earth. Talk about some variety in terrain. This spot's got a bit of everything you might be after. Number 5. Bali. Rich in people and rich in culture, Bali is one of the go-to locations for anyone looking to have an island holiday. There's not a travel blog in the world that's not gonna mention Bali. This Indonesian island is home to a vibrant culture of dancing, music, and painting. Movie makers love this place, so it's been the prime spot for a bunch of flicks. No doubt, that's only made this place even more famous for tourists, and you can bet the locals are jumping on that fame. Bali's got a tourist economy too, so the locals love it when people come here. Don't be shy to make some friends while you're bonding over the delicious food. Bali's got natural and man-made vistas alike. Perfect weather all year round, towering volcanoes inside green jungles, fishing villages full of pagodas, sandy white beaches fading into the deep blue water, and coral reefs even deeper below. With all that going for it, it's no wonder the world is obsessed with Bali. Number 4. Santorini. Love delicious food and surreal sunsets? Look no further than the island of Santorini in Greece. It all happened 3,000 years ago, when the world witnessed its biggest volcanic eruption. It led to the formation of Santorini Island as we know it today. That eruption is pretty much responsible for the unique shape of the island. But don't worry, the volcano hasn't shown any activity since 1950. In fact, it's one of the prime spots to visit if you're feeling a little daring. You don't need to get too close to the volcano to get a taste of it though. Most of the soil and beaches here are full to the brim with volcanic ash. And what's even more bizarre about this place is that it rarely ever rains here. So while you're chilling in the town of Ia, be sure to try out some of the freshest seafood money can buy. And take a swig of some of the delectable local wine made from the grapes only found in Santorini. But if you're more the type to keep moving around and exploring, just take a ferry to Mykonos or Crete for their landmarks and luxury cuisine. I've even heard that Mykonos has quite the party scene. Number 3. Maui, Hawaii. Wanna get away from the chaos of the city? Maui is totally the spot for you. While islands that have a ton of urban development are good for convenience and services, sometimes you just want to look at some places that haven't been touched by human hands. If that's the kind of thing you like, then the island of Maui in Hawaii is gonna be on the top of your list of the most beautiful islands in the world. There's miles and miles of coastline here for you to enjoy. And if you travel a bit inside, you're gonna find rainforests, valleys, ravines, and volcanoes. You can go windsurfing, snorkeling, or take a look at the rare humpback whales. There's no better place than Maui to escape boring city life. Number 2. Bora Bora. Don't let the name fool you. This place is anything but boring. Bora Bora is famous for being the top spot for romantic getaways and honeymoons. But don't get too carried away, or you might end up falling in love with the island itself. This place is almost alien when it comes to its features. It's boxed in by a lagoon, which makes the water inside contrast against the colors of the Pacific Ocean. The shift from the deep ocean blue to crystal clear water is something out of this world. But this isn't the only trick up Bora Bora's sleeve. It's got crazy tall cliffs on the center island, sparkling beaches perfect for taking a dive in, and some of the best coastal resorts money can buy. There's a reason why people call this place heaven on earth. Number 1. The Maldives. If you've ever Googled the word island, you can bet that the Maldives will be the first thing you see. Made up of more than 1,000 islands and located in the Indian Ocean, the Maldives has got it all. Fan of marine life? Enjoy your time with the coral reefs, sea turtles, dolphins, and whales. Need luxury resorts? Enjoy your stay at tasteful bungalows that only add to the tranquility of this archipelago. This is the best place in the world for getting some real relaxation and peace, even if it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. But hey, wouldn't a slice of paradise be worth every single dollar? Which island do you guys think is the most beautiful? Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out our channel for more content.